get some homemade iced coffee. Oh, I am in drive. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am heading over just to drop off a very belated birthday card to my landlord's mom. Well, we're still in September. I think the card is like a week late. And then I have, after that, one errand to do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn around. Oh, this car. They come speeding up on you around my road. I'm gonna drop off the birthday card, and then I have one errand to do while I'm out, and then I'm back home. Well, as you can see, I'm out in my car. Really don't have an update on the problem, except that yesterday morning, well, I guess I already told you, the kind neighbor hooked up a battery charger before he went to work, and that was on for about 2 hours. Then I took it off and went to get Sadie some food, and then I put it back on for 3 hours. It has a timer, and poor squirrel, and I had a really bad headache, so I went to lay down, ended up falling asleep. Am I gonna be able to? Nope, I'm gonna have to get out. I can see there's stuff in my mailbox, and I don't want anything to blow out. Had I known it was junk, I would have kept on going. Our mailboxes, mine, and the neighbors across the road, and some others, are all together on one side of our road. And sometimes our mailman doesn't put the mail in all the way, and it blows out when cars go speeding by, and it can end up in the ditch, it can end up in the road. Still there. And so, let's see. Anyway, it's an old battery charger thing that the neighbor has. It tells you the amps and all that stuff. Well, I thought the red part, it has like a half a slice of pie that's divided in red is good, and the needle was over in the red, saying my battery was good, but it wasn't all the way over to the red after a total of 5 hours, between 2 in the morning, 2 hours in the early morning when it was getting charged, and then 3 hours in the afternoon. So I was, I don't know what they're doing. I was worried that it wasn't charging. So I took a picture of it and sent it to the landlord. And when he saw it and he got a chance to call me, he said it's fine, that the battery did charge. And then I did talk to the neighbor last night, and I showed him, and he said it's such an old charger thing, and he felt like the same like the landlord, that it had charged. However, something is still draining the battery, and so I really can only be out in the daytime, because if you go out at night, you got to put your headlights on, and that will drain the battery. And so and I don't want to go far even in the day. Like, I wouldn't go to Plano to a doctor's appointment with the car like this, because I just feel like it can't be trusted. And so I've been home all day today, except right now. And when I drop off this card and get one errand done, I'll be back home. Until tomorrow morning, I will drive to church, but I've already called someone and asked if they could pick me up in the evening for church. We have church twice on Sunday, 2 different services, and so I have a ride already set for that. I did find out that AutoZone, and I believe O'Reilly's is probably going to be the same way. I did not check, but I did find out about AutoZone cannot. You remember I went to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Valvoline, and it was the neighbor was the 4th person that had checked my battery with his other meter. And they were all saying the battery was holding charge. Now, this was before this issue. This was like maybe a month, 2 months ago, when my battery light first came on, like it's on now. Oh, in Walmart, where I bought my battery, I had taken it there. I just thought of that. So 5 places, actually. And, well, I found out the only way AutoZone can tell you if your alternator is bad is if you bring in the part. So the alternator would have to be taken off, brought there, and they put it on some kind of machine and test it. Which I can't take it off. I'm at the mercy of others right now. God send me help. The neighbor last night said he'd have time to check it today, but he's not been by yet. People have families and jobs, and they get to you when they can, which I appreciate. The neighbor said that he could check with his other little meter thing, but it has to be when that light comes on and stays on. See, the other day it was on and off, but right now it'd be a good time because it has stayed on since I left. Boy, oh boy. I don't know why AutoZone But it must be gone for a good while because there's grass growing. I don't usually come on this street. Oh, did they go through a stop sign? So that's where we stand. Now, the landlord knows of a place in Garland that sells... refurbished starters. What I don't want, which I don't think many people would want, is a used one. There's new, refurbished, and used. And he's guessing this place in Garland that he knows of that sells refurbished ones may sell them between $85 and $95. But online, there's some new ones. Now, the prices online for a new one are like in the 90s or up to 100, all the way up to over 200. And he told me that they price them according to the brand. You know? Well, this car is 20 years old, so I can't afford the top-notch brand. I don't even know what the top-notch brand is. I would settle for a refurbished one, but if a refurbished one is between $85 and $95, and a new one is, I thought the coffee fell, is 100 or a little over, then why not get the new one, right? Now, the other thing he told me about this place in Garland is the guy doesn't tell you the price. If I were to call and give the information of my car and all that, he doesn't quote prices over the phone. And now you know what? The landlord said you got to bring your alternator in there, but why would you have to do that? He's not going to refurbish yours. He's going to sell you a refurbished one. The landlord also, I don't think the landlord has not had to do business with this guy for a while, but when he has done business with him, he did say that the guy is a haggler. Well, I said, and it's way over there in Garland. He told me the road. I said, well, if you have to bring your alternator into him, then how do you drive there? If someone were to take my alternator out so I could bring it to the guy, I can't drive there because I wouldn't have an alternator. Well, the landlord said probably he could take me over there, which would be good since he kind of knows the guy, and I would let the landlord haggle with him. So there's that option. The thing is, like I said, if it's just about $20 or $25 more to get a brand new one, that's probably the best thing to do. Now, I wonder if the guy buys an alternator, like if he'd buy my alternator from me, $20, since he refurbishes them, he could buy mine and refurbish it and sell it to someone else, and that's $20 I'd have to put towards a new one. I'm going to have to ask the landlord if the guy does that. took a wrong turn. Keep looking at that battery light, see if it's gonna go off. So I really don't have anything else to tell you, except I just thought I'd call you up. I started to just crochet a dishcloth last evening, but I had such a headache I had to put it down and just lay down. Look at this, though, you can't see this guy that just came on the side of me. Since they did work on this road, they added a lane, but the lane does not come into existence until you get way up here. So when you turn like I turned, you are supposed to stay either behind me or on the side of me, because the side of me had a lane to turn that same direction. And there was a guy behind me. I guess I didn't make my turn quick enough, so see, right now is when the added-on lane comes into play. I didn't turn quick enough for him. He just went through a red light. And so he went on the side of me, but the thing is, he cut off a truck that was on the side of me. And like I said, when we got up to those lights, he went through that red light. No, people don't realize, just how bad people can get hurt in fender benders. Of course, in a big wreck. But a fender bender can mess you up if you have, well, I guess even if you don't have issues, you'll get them. You could get a bad whiplash. But if you already have existing troubles with your bones and things like me, and someone drives into you from the back, I mean, it can really stir up your condition. Can you believe I went the wrong way? One-track mind, please go to my post page. The lady who bought 4 of my pumpkins was so kind yesterday to send me a picture of how she displayed them in her house. So I copied that picture and put it on my post page. I told her, I thanked her so much for sending that picture. It was so kind. It lets you know people appreciate your work. But I told her that picture, that display, it really belongs on the cover of a magazine. Like, since we live in the South, on the cover of Southern Living, Better Homes and Gardens,